around under the boat, and I was most worried about the sharp edges of the dagger board actually puncturing up through the hull of the boat. So we desperately were trying to cut the ropes to get rid of the dagger board, and of course when we got rid of the dagger board by cutting the ropes, we saved the hull but kind of cleaned out the rudder on the way through. So what it did was it actually wrecked the steering system inside the boat. The tiller arm got broken off, and when we finally inspected the rudder, it was facing backwards. So that's when we said, we're done, and we stopped, and we took all the sails down, and we actually started kind of drifting back towards Sydney. And I went down below, and I went back and talked to Casey and said, we're not taking on water, no water, so okay, that's good. And then all of a sudden I see the tools come out, and when I see the tools come out with these guys, that's usually a good sign that they have an idea. And Casey and Nick Dana and Louis Sinclair, all of a sudden you hear cutters and little grinders, and they're like, mate, don't go anywhere, let's just hang here for a little bit. That was my best Australian mate I can pull off. And so we literally sat there. We sat there as long as we could. And there's 3 stainless threads holding the whole steering system together right now. And so then it was my decision. Is it safe to do it? Is it safe to carry on? And I talked to the watch captains, Tony Mutter, and we all decided unanimously we're here to finish this race. And that's when I told a couple members of the press coming here, we're here to sail the Sydney Hobart race first, and then we're here to be successful second. And but I have to, as the skipper, I have to make sure that it's a safety issue. And I was pretty clear that if anything broke again, it was going to be the tiller arm, and we could still get in, or the rudder would break off, and we could still get in. And then, sure enough, this boat did its thing, and got us out of trouble.
What about today with the light airs?
Well, you saw it. I've been telling all you guys, all the press keeps saying you guys have a pig in light air, and I've been saying we're different. We're different from last year. We're really different from last year. And I think it's fair to say we got the fastest 100-footer in the world. You saw what it did off the starting line and what it did down that first run, and we were 30 miles ahead when we broke. We love this boat. Jim and Christy have given us this platform to sail that is nothing shy of spectacular.
And how do you feel about not going against Oates all the way?
I don't even know what Wild Oats is. We're here to celebrate Comanche tonight. How's that?
Yeah, we're as Wild Oats anyway.
I would say that the celebration here tonight is like nothing I've ever seen before, and hats off to everybody from Hobart and all just the masses. This race and how it encompasses all of Australia is something for sailors to just cherish. We feel lucky to be part of this whole thing, and I wish sailing could do something like this all the way around the world, because you guys show it off as best as this sport possibly could be, and it's just a privilege to be here and be part of this whole thing.
Christy, you're the first female to win the Sydney Hobart. What does that mean to you? How are you feeling?
I'm incredibly excited, honoured. I would not be here if it wasn't for Ken and the boys, the crew. They truly are just a step above and beyond, and they took care of me. I know he says there was no babysitting going on, but they kept an eye on me and made sure that I was okay every step of the way, and thank you.
You haven't stopped smiling since you've crossed the finish.
Would you? I'm extremely excited. I mean, it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, but always kind of been like questioning doing, and I went out and trained with the guys and decided, the weather was right, we're going to do it, and the weather changed, but but we still did it.
What were your feelings at the heads and getting out of the heads back to the start?
Total elation. It was amazing. It was a great start, and the boat performed exactly how we expected. It just took off like a rocket.
Have you had a look at the standings to see how you are looking for correction time?
No, we don't go for correction. We don't go for correction.
I think honestly we're first in corrected time too.
That would be amazing, but
overall,
I don't even know what our rating is, to be honest with
you. we were first when I last looked.
Ken, what's next on the agenda for Comanche?
Next on the agenda for Comanche is to fix it.
Yeah, she needs a facial.
This boat is a little beat up right now. like I said, I've gone around the world a couple times, and I don't think I've come into a dock with a boat that is wounded as this boat is. And we don't even know what the underbody looks like. I have a feeling we got some pretty big gashes under the boat. And that was also a concern, and no water coming in, which means you don't have